How's it going, Capricorn community? Soul Tigers here with a special story for this wonderful frequency. So some key words for you, Capricorn. It's time to alchemize the feelings of failure into feelings of motivation. The time is now if you are ready to start taking the first steps into a direction you actually want to go to. You know very well what it's like to wait for something more that never comes in. It's time to put that view down and give yourself permission to start living life instead of letting life live you, dear Capricorn. So one of the first things is patience. Patience is always the key, especially when you want to start embarking on something new, something different. So let's start. Right away, I feel like you don't feel like you have support around you. And as I say patience, look what came out. Patience. So even though you feel like there's no support around you, patience is still going to be the key right here, right now. Something right now is we have innocent. Maybe instead of holding things with such a judgmental view, maybe it's taking a step back and taking a new look at things. Maybe when it comes to seeing how you view your success, maybe the success that you want to go to, when it comes to the stability that you have around you, with yourself and with others. So a few other things here is we have healer, something that you're not seeing, something that you could possibly have your head down to as well. Be loved. I feel like this is something that you really want. Something that you wish that you seen more around you was people loving on you more, showing their affections towards you. And I just don't mean in an intimate way. I could mean just with people that are close to you, whether friends, co-workers, family, just people being able to show that they have this loving energy towards you. Something that you're at odds ends with, you're not too sure about, is nature. Being able to let things evolve naturally or even dissipate naturally. Just know, Capricorn, when we tend to hang on to things that we are meant to let go, it does more damage to that thing that we're holding on to, and it does damage to ourselves. Something that I heard while I was dialing in is please be careful with that saying, if you love them, let them go, and if they love you, they'll be back. Just know, if you keep your door open to somebody who doesn't show you the love that you need, the love that you're wishing to be reciprocated, them merely just showing back up in your life doesn't mean that they love you. You need to look at their actions. Don't always let them love bomb you when the timing's right for them. I say that now because we're headed off into the holidays. The summertime is over, so people are wanting to come in from being out all summer and wanting to get into the relationships that they were avoiding all summer, Capricorn. Please be careful. Please be careful. Please be careful. You never want to be somebody's second option, that I'm hearing to say too. Just know that, whether it has to do with a person, place, and or thing, just know that I've turned down jobs before that came back around a second time saying, hey, you know what, it didn't work out with this person. Why don't we give you a chance instead? And I had to tell them, after that interview, I don't think it's a good match. I don't think it's a good match, especially if it didn't work out with that person who was just employed not even that long with you. Something fishy is going on. So definitely, if you want to change how things are happening around you, you have to change the way that you're going about things, how you protect yourself as well. Just because somebody's showing up at your door doesn't mean that they always got good intentions. Just know that. You might want to check out Scorpio's story. That was a very good one. It talked about commitment, it talked about confession, and it also talked about, taking the liar for who they are and not who you want them to be. Just know that. So let's get out of this introduction. Spirit guides, what needs to come out for our present for the Capricorn community? Definitely something's not fair here. Somebody could really want you to do more for them, and you're such a loving person, Capricorn. You really will do the most for somebody, trying to create an investment to where you guys can match up with each other really, really, really good. And the reason why I say this, we're going to unfold all of this, is because I have the King of Swords in upright to the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this tells me somebody could be playing. Somebody's playing around with mind games here. Somebody's trying to take their position in whatever type of partnership, whatever type of relationship, whatever type of workship, and they're trying to use that to their advantage against you, Capricorn. And the reason why I say that is this has to target that ideal outcome, that ideal stability that you want with yourself and with others. So something that we're at a distance with, especially when it comes to not feeling supported, and us really wishing that people would hold us in a more loving type of energy, is we have the Hangman. Those two things right there are the very things that hang you up. They're the very things that keep you stuck, and you don't really know that at the core at this moment when you're sifting through things, because this may be something that is really hard for you to wrap your mind around, again, because you have that saying in your mind of, well, if they keep showing up, that must mean that they care. You have to be careful with that, because people will hang you up just by trying to act like they're gonna walk the walk here. So we have this Queen of Swords. Definitely you feel like you can be overbearing, which makes you really confused about the stability, about the things that you do in life. And it's also something that makes you feel like you're not good enough for new things to come into your life, or for you to go off into new areas. One of the things that you really want is you really want things to be more relatable to you, more of the kind of like birds of a feather flocking together kind of thing. But the thing is, you're always met with these mental games from others that is really hard to put down, because this is something that always seems to come in around you when it comes to dealing with these others. And something here you're having a hard time is balancing the just in things. What is fair? What is not fair? What you can sit here and speak upon without offending this other, I'm hearing to say. 10 of Wands. Whoever this King of Swords is definitely somebody who likes to keep you tangled up. Like I said, this person plays a lot of mind games. This person uses the pedestal that you put them on to their advantage. The fact that you always keep a space for them, they use that to their advantage. Being able to come in and maybe use you as an accessory to their way of life. Maybe the things that you have is all accessories to them. I don't know, but something that's here and that you're at odds ends with is seeing how you have to sacrifice a lot to have these others around you. Something else is we have the World card here. The World card also represents you, Capricorn. Right here, we're showing that this is something that is really hard for you to change. It's really hard to get out of this circle with this group, whoever it is. And this group, the energy is a lot of unfairness here. What I'm hearing is it's a lot of ghouls. A lot of ghouls who are into just taking what they can. And something that you hide away from is judgment. Judging these ones, bringing down the hammer when it comes to you standing up for yourself, you untangling yourself from them. Let's talk about this Judgment card. Judgment is represented by a few signs. We have Sagittarius, which is all about optimism. They're also their philosopher type of energy right here. Healers as well. Then you got Libra. This talks about the things that we relate to, the things that we love, also being able to balance things out, being able to see things from both sides in a sense. Then you have the Leo. Leo is our will. It talks about the sun energy, where we can best flex our energy. Then the last one is Aries, birth of awareness, emergence of self-awareness. This is all about Mars energy as well, where we have to confront the inner conflicts that we find on our journeys, both within our inner home and around our outer home, in the many areas that we frequent. So this is something here that you hide away from, casting judgment, bringing down the final say, and being able to say enough is enough type of energy. Again, this is why it makes sense in the vibe that it says you need to stop letting life live you, and you need to start living life. You need to start calling the shots. You need to say what is okay, what isn't okay. Because what ends up happening with this Queen of Swords energy is you get so riled up by the time you get tired of everything that you do, everything that you are, everything that you bring in being poked at as something not good enough. Again, because whoever, whatever person, place, and or thing is doing nothing but playing mind games, and they are using others as a tactic to attack you as well, or surround you with the way that they think that things should be. I don't know what is the big deal here about this king, but this king is very unfair with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This king could be a very selfish person. This king could take everything that you have and not even care if you had enough to have a meal that night. That's what I would say. This king is ruthless. This king only has one eye out for certain things in their life. And it comes down to the things that they put around them, that they allow to have around them. So for you, you feel like it could be a privilege that they're even showing up around you, when actually they're just showing up when it's good for them type of thing. Again, to come in on what you have. What I'm hearing is to resupply themselves. I don't know if that makes sense. So basically they run out of what they have, so they come to you to resupply themselves, to restock, to re-up kind of energy. And that's not fair to you, because you're trying to work hard, you're trying to be open, you're trying not to judge them too harshly, you're trying to hope for the best, and this person, place, and or thing is basically just taking advantage of you. Every time you leave that door open, Capricorn, they're going to take advantage of you, and they're going to bring others with them. Why? Because they're going to see how far they can push you. So let's go ahead and dive into the block. Angels of protection. Please keep us protected and safe as we navigate the block for the Capricorn community. You know, there could be a lot of sexual energy that they're playing on as well. I just feel like there's a lot of sexual energy here. When I think of sexual energy, I think of vulnerabilities. So in order to open yourself up to people with sexual energy, whether you're wanting to share it with somebody kind of thing, that is you opening yourself up into a vulnerable state, being able to trust somebody that they're not going to hurt you. And I feel like this is something that they play on, is your vulnerabilities. And one of those vulnerabilities I'm seeing is here comes that 10 of Pentacles. They play on what you really want, and they use it against you because they know how much you really want. They know how much you really want it, I should say, excuse me. So what it is they create these illusions. What it is they could come in and say some good things. Here's our illusions card right here. What it is they come in and they say some stuff, right? They say some good stuff. Oh, this and that. They're love bombing. They're doing whatever to try and make it right with you after they've upset you, after, you know, they've walked out that door, but now they want to come back in. And so what they do is they target those things that you're dreaming about. They target those things that you really, really want. But then on the same token, they flip it on you. They flip it on you, and they make you feel like you're not good enough. They make you feel like what you're doing isn't enough and that you are somehow not good enough. I don't know if they're attacking your health. I don't know if they're attacking certain conditions that you have. Maybe they're attacking the type of energy that you have for things, but what this person doesn't know is them showing up and doing this to you is draining you. You know, you try and revitalize your energy the best you can, the ways that you know how. But even if you knew how much this person was siphoning your energy, you might think twice. Because every time they come in and they say those things you want to hear, that's them taking some of your energy. And then you do something that pisses them off. So then they poke at you so that they can take more of your energy. When does this person ever boost you up? That's something that you have to ask yourself. For some reason, they're focused on your health. They're focused on what you do. It could be your appearance too that they kind of throw in there. So we have the Moon to the Six of Pentacles to the Five of Cups. This is sad. This is something that has been a recurring cycle, and it's something that, what I'm hearing, it kind of makes you miserable. It can make you want to drink a little bit. It could make you want to find some kind of coping mechanism, to escape this belief, because of what this person's doing to you makes you feel like you're not good enough. It makes you feel like you don't have enough in so many freaking ways, because this person has attacked you in so many ways. This person is actually a King of Wands. This person may be smart, but they're uneducated when it comes to their emotions, when it comes to being able to care for somebody else, when it comes to being able to provide for somebody else, when it comes to being the bigger person that could step up to the plate. They're lost. They're lost. They don't even know what they're doing. That's what I can tell you. You want them to sell to you emotionally, but this person is so conflicted within themselves that they cannot see things straight. You want somebody to be dedicated. You want somebody to be loyal. You want a business that's going to be there for you, that you can evolve with. But whatever this is, they can't. They can't because they're hung up. They're hung up on something in the past. That's what I get. This could have been a past person that they were really faced with a lot. This past person, whoever it was, could have been the example that got this person this way. Think about it. If you know this person's family members, you know who they're close with, go ahead and look at that family member. Look at what that person does for themselves. Look at the example that that person has set for the one that you're dealing with. Now look at this other one that you're dealing with. I want you to look from a different view, from a view that is higher up, a view where you're not trying to save them. And I want you just to look at them from this neutral view and just assess what this person has done with themselves. Have they surpassed whoever set the example for them, or are they kind of doing the same thing? Then if that's the case, then you're going to get the same results as what that other person, whoever set the example for them. They're not going to move forward. That is something that they have to do on their own, but I'm not feeling like this person really wants to do that. Something about this Judgment. For some reason, you feel like you have to do more. You have to do more to make these matches happen. You have to do more to fight others, to prove yourself to others, to prove yourself how much you love them, you care about them, how much you want to be with them, how much you're a good match with them. That is your block. That is your block right there. Because what is that Nicki Minaj song with the game? There's the lyrics, what is it? Pills and Potions. And there was the lyrics Nicki Minaj said, I love myself enough for the both of us. Now, I always thought those lyrics were kind of hard. I really liked that song back in the day, but I mean, that's kind of what's happening in a sense, is you're trying to make this whole thing happen with whoever, whatever this is. And this person, all they have to do is just show up again. And that's it. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to provide anything. And already you put them on the pedestal as if they have been there through the thick and the thin with you. And you know what? Just because you have history doesn't mean that they've been there through the thick and the thin with you. Honestly, just because you have history, look at have they've actually been there for you when you needed them. That's something you have to assess. Not just when they, oh, it's good for me to show up. No, when you needed them. Did they show up? That's something you have to ask yourself, because again, you've given this person, place, and or thing every option to match you. To match you so you could grow your dreams. And instead it got you surrounded by all these foes. It got you always surrounded by people that you've always had to fight to prove yourself, to prove what you're doing, to prove that you're capable. But what it didn't get you was the love and the support and that 10 of Pentacles, that dream outcome that you've been working for. No, instead, it gets these others poking at that, poking at everything that you've done to try and make you feel less because they're not doing anything with themselves. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. And it's time to rise up. It's time to believe in yourself. And it's time to say, enough is enough, Capricorn. So if you choose to, you have the right to stay dealing with this person. You have the right to continue to believe that you leaving that door open for them means that they love you, that they want to be there for you, that they want to invest in you, that they think that you're a valuable partner, or a valuable work asset. That's what you leave that door open for. But the thing is, what do they show you when they walk in? How do they treat you when they walk in? That's something that you also have to take into consideration. Honestly, my opinion is you need to close the door. You need to close the door, because what's happening here always keeps you in competition with others. What's happening here is no matter how hard you work, it's not good enough. What's happening here is that not only are you attacked for the things that you do, the things that you've achieved, you're also attacked for the person you are, how you look. You're also attacked by just your health status on things. This person and these others always find a reason to try and poke at you instead of uplift you. Take that all into consideration, Capricorn. All right. So let's get out of this block. Let's call in divine and universal energy. What are the positive messages that need to come out for the Capricorn community? I like this card that's right in front of my face, right here. Metatron. 6th chakra. Yes, an archangel. Metatron was one of a couple of humans who were able to ascend to the angelic realm. It's also a very, very, very powerful archangel. Now, with this one, this is the angel of empowerment. And this angel shows us how we can transform ourselves, how we can go from certain areas, certain paths, certain places, and take ourselves up higher, pick ourselves up and get ourselves up out of that, to getting closer to that divinity. And that's something that we need to do. This is also the keeper of the book of life. So something right here with our book of life. We have a right to take ourselves, our stories, and we have a right to get them out of crappy ass situations, out of crappy ass groups, crappy ass workplaces, crappy ass partnerships. And we are allowed to extend ourselves to a higher place where we can find adjacent possibilities, where there are still doors open to us, and us being able to go in different directions of our lives. And one of those directions that you want to go, Capricorn, is having that happy family. Remember that 10 of Pentacles, having that success with the things, the people around you. And that's something that you hide from. And we still deal with all these others in our world. because there is a part of us that needs to be healed. I feel like it's that shadow side. And one thing that we fear is the financial constraint. That's that currency from others. Remember, we talked about how you wish other people were more supportive and loving with you? The whole thing is we need to find a new strategy to this. You can't depend on others to fulfill you, Capricorn. You have to learn how to fulfill yourself. You can fulfill yourself first. Learn how that feels. So then when you meet another who's not even trying to meet you halfway, you don't deal with it. You don't leave the door open to them, because you know that your fulfillment doesn't come from them. Something else we have here is we have a storm warning. Yeah, lots of chaos will continue to happen. People will bring chaos to you to keep you in a certain place, to keep you feeling a certain way. Why is it? Because they want to attack your strength. Because if you close that door to them, guess what? This person can't re-up, they can't restock, they can't resupply off of your energy and everything that you bring in. And the one thing is we got to become the magician in the mirror. Capricorn, you need to take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror. Think about everything that you've been through. Think about everything that you have overcame. Everything that you have transmuted in your life. Things of situations that you didn't like in the past. And how you moved forward from those situations. If you can do it once upon a time ago, you can still do it in the now. It's not too late, Capricorn. But just know, taking a different view. Instead of using the view where we hold the grudges, where we use the critical mind to be hard on ourselves, to shame ourselves into all the reasons why things aren't working out, we need to take that new kind of view, that fresh view, and start to heal. Heal from everything that's been weighing us down. It will take time, and it will take patience. But the one thing that you really want when it comes to people around you is you want support. Support from these others. Love from these others. That's something that you've always wanted deep down inside. But trying to sit here and make somebody match you when all they want to do is keep you entangled in conflicts where you are confused. Where you are confused and robbed. Robbed of your energy, robbed of your charisma, robbed of your dreams. Why? Because they want what they want in your life, even if it's unfair to you, because this person has issues with something in their past that they haven't been able to get out of. They haven't been able to get out of. And this is why the person that they are is irrational. This is why the shit that they talk about doesn't make sense to you when they try and sit here and speak upon something, try and speak upon what you're doing. Because this person doesn't have the stamina. This person doesn't have the endurance. This person doesn't even have a strategy to get them out of where they have been. And they've been depending on you to do it this whole time. And they know if they keep you in limbo, especially with the beliefs upon yourself, that you stay. You won't go anywhere. And you'll always wait for them hung up that you'll wait for them to walk through the door, that you'll wait for them to want to invest finally in trying to make something come about in this world for you that has made you feel alone. But the thing is, it's time. It's time to face what this person has actually brought in, and it's time to call judgment down upon it. It's time. It is time for you to assess your book of life, where you've been, and allow yourself to evolve out of there and get into a place that's more divine, that has more divinity, a place where you can find love, light, and compassion, a place of support from your, not just from your environment, but also from the people around you, Capricorn. But remember, you have to take those first steps into believing that there are other possibilities for you. Closing the door to one thing will lead you into another direction, to a door that can take you somewhere else. I believe in you, Capricorn. I believe in you because y'all are really, really, really hard workers. Y'all are dedicated. You're loyal. Overly loyal sometimes to the ones who could take advantage of you. That's okay. That is okay, because guess what? From this situation, if you choose to get up, if you choose to do some work here, you're going to learn a little bit more about yourself. Maybe learning how being loyal to yourself first is much more important than being loyal to somebody else who wants to come and go as they please. All right, this is going to conclude it. So don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, as well as divine and universal energy for coming on in and helping out. And I hope that you have a most wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.